The secret A-10 Warthog attack aircraft with laser power is a new trump card up the sleeve of the United States, tested on the hot battlefield in Yemen. The flames of war in the Middle East are spreading every day. The conflict that started as a simple issue between the two sides has now turned into a large-scale confrontation involving dozens of powerful states. At this time, the United States suddenly enters the arena with its newest deadly aircraft, the A-10 Warthog, with several very important additions. The updated attack aircraft has unique features that no other aircraft have. A complex and unique design that's been tested over the years, advanced laser weapons, and the ability to be easily modernized. But that's not all. The Warthog will become faster, stronger, and more reliable, making it the best friend of elite U.S. pilots. It was designed for air superiority anywhere in the world, and it's ready to confront any enemy. This remarkable attack aircraft was designed in the 1970s in the United States. It was conceived as an effective weapon against the most armored targets, but it must also be durable.
We tried to shape an airplane that was directly useful in specifically support of Army troops.
The A-10 was clad in titanium, a rare and tough metal that was used for the first time in military aviation to increase the survivability of the aircraft in combat conditions. The titanium plates protect important parts of the aircraft, the cockpit and control systems. An important feature of the A-10 is its incredible strength. But still, if the enemy manages to get into an unprotected part of the aircraft, it'll be able to continue its mission, helped by two independent hydraulic control systems. But in the event of a hit, the increased weight of titanium would still be a significant complication, so the engines on the aircraft were replaced with more powerful ones. The updated RE-60 jet engine uses a unique internal explosion system. It mixes compressed air and jet fuel and creates a kind of vacuum pressure similar to an explosion so that the aircraft can reach supersonic speed. In addition, the RE-60 is also much lighter than the previous engines, so the weight problem has been partially solved. The A-10 with the new power plant has already reached a speed of 975 miles per hour in its first tests, but this is still not ideal. Then the developers realized what the main problem was: weapons. The attack aircraft can carry up to 7.5 tons of external weapons on 11 suspensions. It allows it to use a wide range of munitions, including bombs and missiles. But the main weapon on previous versions of the A-10 was the 7-barreled 30mm GAU-8A Avenger machine gun, capable of firing 3,900 rounds per minute. This is the largest aircraft gun in the world.
The first time I fired the gun, I had to come off the trigger because it scared me, because I couldn't believe something like that could come out of the front of the airplane.
But this machine gun is not so perfect because its weight, including the shells, is enormous. The machine gun itself weighs only 660 pounds, but 10,000 armor-piercing shells weigh about 9 tons. And that's a different matter. It was time to abandon such a heavy weapon, and the industrial giant Lockheed Martin came to the rescue, creating the most powerful laser weapon for the aircraft. The new laser has undergone several stages of testing and demonstrated stunning results: 10 targets hit in 5 seconds.
It's incredibly accurate for a gun system and probably one of the most flexible weapon systems.
When all systems were set up, the laser gun was installed on the aircraft to replace the outdated machine gun. What's the special feature of the LAWS-2 laser? It has 2 firing modes. The first one has a power of 200 kilowatts and can penetrate the hull of vehicles with shots, turning off the equipment. This makes it possible to turn a powerful tank into a useless metal pile that can neither fire nor move in just a few seconds. But the second firing mode of LAWS-2 is even more impressive. It can act like a real laser machine gun, firing 8,000 pulses per minute. Each laser shot, heated to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, creates miniature explosions on the surface of the equipment that quickly burn through the target. At the same time, the range of fire increases. If earlier the attack aircraft had to fly at a very low altitude given the maximum range of a machine gun of 4,900 feet, with the laser this figure increases to 2 miles.
That is a fundamental change for laser weapon systems, which here to date have been prototypes.
And of course the weight. It's a painful issue for the Warthog. Fortunately, the laser in its complete set weighs only 2.5 tons, which is 5 times lighter than a machine gun with shells. When the laser machine gun was ready, it was time for a real test. A woman from Ukraine became the pilot of this fantastic attack aircraft. During a test flight, she managed to reach a speed of 1,217 miles per hour. According to her, the A-10 is capable of more. In any case, this is an excellent indicator, thanks to which the Warthog should avoid deadly missiles in order to strike a decisive blow against enemy forces at a critical moment in a military conflict. However, the Warthog alone cannot win the war and cannot do without support from the ground. And there's somebody to support it, because the next American laser will destroy any air target in 1 second. And this is no joke. We're talking about laser drone defense systems designed to detect, track, and destroy unauthorized drones in the air. They use a wide range of technologies, including radar, radio frequency sensors, electro-optical and acoustic detection systems. Some systems also introduce artificial intelligence to improve detection and response efficiency.
We were able to incorporate systems that had come online, the global positioning satellite systems.
With the increasing number of drones, the development of effective laser defense systems is becoming a key task to ensure security and privacy. The U.S. Army received the first 4 prototypes of DM SHORAD laser air defense systems based on Stryker armored personnel carriers. The new air defense system is supposed to destroy drones, missiles, artillery shells, and aircraft. At least that's what the developer, the Raytheon Company, claims. The DM SHORAD system consists of a 50-kilowatt laser warhead, radar system, laser beam control, and sensor guidance system. Its advantage is that it does not require a special support machine. Everything is built into Stryker. In addition, this air defense system is cost-effective and does not require expensive ammunition, like the missiles that cost $1 million each.
We have the opportunity to fire high-energy lasers and go against targets.
The DM SHORAD has successfully passed the test at the Arizona test site and covered the field with downed drones. Although there were some problems with countering missiles and artillery shells, they've now been resolved. The 4 prototypes are currently being evaluated for effectiveness in the 4th Battalion of the 60th Artillery Regiment located in Fort Sill. It's remarkable that the United States and Ukraine not only exchanged pilots, but also developed joint laser systems that are actively used in the field. In June 2023, the United States and Ukraine jointly launched a very unusual development that's worth your attention. The system's called H4 and has a power of 10 kilowatts. Why so few? Because this laser is completely autonomous and can be installed on a car. Its purpose is to intercept drones and small projectiles. And this power is more than enough. Just imagine, absolutely any car can now become a real laser tank in a sense. Isn't this a miracle of modern technology?
We have a beam director on top of the vehicle.
The United States should be thanked for this, as it's been testing super powerful laser weapons in the air, on land, and at sea for decades. And if we've dealt with the air and land, what awaits us at sea? Get ready, because a storm called Fire Strike is coming. Please note that we're talking about the first version of the system, because the second one was created in its image, but was reduced by several times. The first version of Fire Strike is based on the technology of ultra-powerful lasers that generate ultraviolet radiation, which is then converted into infrared. This radiation is directed at the enemy and absorbed by materials of the cladding, thereby heating it by thousands of degrees Fahrenheit. This is a lethal weapon against any kind of equipment because every tank, artillery, and airplane has bombs that detonate due to high temperatures, tearing the target apart from the inside. Will any fighter jet be able to attack a ship with such a cannon? We don't think so, because even a division of aircraft will not be able to resist such a gun. The Fire Strike is capable of targeting a dozen moving targets and shooting them one by one in 1.5 seconds.
If you push the button, your beam touches the rocket at the speed of light.
However, it should be noted that Fire Strike is still at the testing stage, and its effectiveness in combat conditions can increase several dozen times. Nowadays, states are engaged in a race to develop laser weapons powerful enough to melt steel, and many of them have already come close to this result. Every day, we're getting closer and closer to the moment when such weapons will become commonplace. Moreover, the United States has recently hit test missiles with a 300-kilowatt laser.
We have the opportunity to fire high-energy lasers and go against targets.
This development is a breakthrough in air and missile defense, which is necessary to support the Army and repel new generation threats such as China's new hypersonic missiles or the Houthis and Russia's kamikaze drones. The system is capable of not only heating the target and disabling the electronics, but also literally melting the metal. The aircraft will just gradually turn into a pile of metal that falls off if it stays in the sights of this megagun long enough. In addition, this laser is being developed by Lockheed Martin. These guys know how to create breakthrough military technologies. No wonder they participated in the creation of the first laser helicopter. The Apache is a legendary combat helicopter with truly lethal effectiveness, but it's entirely related to the availability of expensive weapons, high professionalism, and airspace control. And this is where the laser gun comes to help, as its shots are 10 times cheaper than shells. For comparison, a single laser shot costs 80 cents, and launching an interceptor missile requires $1 million. Another advantage of this weapon is its unlimited ammunition. The system can fire until it stops receiving power from the generator.
I think there are two advantages. One, the cost per kill, the recurrent is low, and the second is that there is no ammunition.
In order to provide all these advantages to Apache, the guys from the Lockheed Martin company tried to combine the combat and reconnaissance system into a single unit. This ambitious idea has been successfully implemented under the name Layered Laser Defense. The measured power of the laser beam of the new system was 60 kilowatts. The system can defeat drones, aircraft, and even speedboats by using a powerful beam, and use its high-resolution telescope to track and assess combat damage to targets. During the test, the ground-based system tracked the drone in the air and fired a high-energy beam invisible to the human eye. One hit, and the target falls down, opening its parachute. The capabilities of the LLD range from non-lethal optical blinding and sensor disabling to complete target destruction, for example, if the missile warhead is hit.
When you push the button, your beam touches the rocket at the speed of light.
Such systems are planned to be mounted mainly on large ships, airplanes, and helicopters, as lasers do not use any ammunition or explosive components, which increases safety for the crew. As for the improvement of fighter jets, a great example is Northrop Grumman, which tried to improve the F-22 and gave it one of the strongest laser systems in the world, Firestrike 2. The main advantage of the Firestrike is its versatility and speed, and its compact size and low weight make it ideal for fighter jets.
We built the compact laser weapon system.
Firestrike is based on the technology of ultra-powerful lasers that generate ultraviolet radiation, which in turn is converted into infrared. This radiation is directed at the enemy and absorbed by the materials of the cladding, thereby heating it by thousands of degrees Fahrenheit. It's a lethal weapon against any kind of equipment, because every tank, artillery, and aircraft has bombs that just detonate from high temperatures, destroying the target inside. However, it should be noted that Firestrike is still undergoing testing, and its effectiveness in combat conditions can increase several times. In the race for the perfect laser weapon, the United States went even further and created the Stryker land-based military vehicle, which was successfully tested last year. This is the first combat use of such developments in the Army, as previously only aircraft and ships could surprise with such weapons. 2 prototypes with a capacity of 50 kilowatts each were tested. They were created by Northrop Grumman and Raytheon to demonstrate short-range air defense. You'll be surprised to know that the first test was a success, and not only missiles but also drones were successfully shot down. The laser weapon will probably replace conventional air defense soon because, firstly, the accuracy and reaction time of such guns is much higher and amounts to seconds. Secondly, as we've already said, the price of one shot often does not exceed even $100, which is an economic benefit.
That is a fundamental change for laser weapon systems, which here to date have been prototypes.
The U.S. Army intends to assemble 4 Stryker divisions by the end of 2024. But not only America is working on similar projects, Japan's also not hesitating to test its unique laser unlike any other. The Allies noted that the laser used by the Japanese could potentially cause serious damage to enemy aircraft crews and sailors, as well as ship and aircraft systems. The Japanese did not disclose the name of their development, but we know of 2 potential technologies that Japan possesses. The first variant produces a very bright beam and is used mainly to destroy optical devices and internally detonate a target. The second version is designed to scan and disable electronic devices. The advantages of the second beam are obvious. It can only be detected by special devices. In turn, it easily finds all aircraft and determines their location and speed very accurately.
Everybody was very excited by that ability.
Now imagine what Japan will be able to do once it installs a laser on its new Godzilla fighter jet. For those who are unaware, Japan and the United Kingdom joined forces about 6 months ago to create a sixth-generation fighter jet. Its speed reaches over 2,500 miles per hour, and its maneuverability and stealth abilities make the enemy tremble at the mere mention of this miracle machine. Godzilla was originally armed with dozens of hypersonic missiles, but the laser will be the final step in creating the most powerful aircraft of our time. Imagine how it could help resolve global conflicts. For example, the Philippines, where the United States and its allies have faced off against China. Only one laser fighter could destroy the Chinese Air Force because it cannot be shot down by missiles, and it would not be possible to take it by assault. It would look like footage from science fiction movies where only one pilot copes with a swarm of alien invaders.
Precision is the highest requirement that we have to meet when we make something like that.
Laser weapons would also be an ideal variant for defense in the Red Sea and Ukraine, where Shaheeds, low-flying and slow drones, are used mainly. Shooting them down with a laser is as easy as swatting a mosquito. So we hope that the laser systems, whether Stryker or any other, will soon arrive on the battlefield and help protect civilians. And with that, the video's come to an end. Thank you for watching this far. Leave your likes and dislikes below the video so that we understand in which direction we should develop the content, and also comment below about what you've just seen. Peace to all and see you soon.